everybody. I am Sam Feifel. I'm the content director here at the IAPP. And we are getting ready to celebrate Data Privacy Day. And Data Privacy Day is surely a big day for raising awareness around, how the consumers can do better with their privacy, how they can manage their settings, all that sort of stuff. But clearly here at the IAPP, we want to celebrate privacy pros. And who better to celebrate than the privacy pro at the Privacy Pro Association, which is none other than Rita Heimes here, DPO at the IAPP. How you doing, Rita?
I'm doing well, Sam. Thanks for having me.
Well, so it's big pressure is what I think all the time, right? Like, you're the DPO at some, company that uses data all the time. People expect they're a DPO. They expect it to, go this way and that way. The IAPP, you kind of have to get it right all the time. Otherwise, everybody's like, even the IAPP doesn't know how to do privacy. It's a disaster. So how do you manage that kind of level of stress?
I see. Well, we keep a very open mind. We appreciate feedback from our customers. I will admit that having people who actually read everything you write makes the job a little more tense.
It's a little stressful because it's like you have 45,000 bosses, right? All of our members are like, I know how to do privacy, and you're terrible at it.
That's right. But if we get it right, we feel extra good about ourselves.
That's true.
So we strive to get it right. And I will also say that it helps having alert members write in and tell us when they think things aren't transparent enough or they want more information, because we realize that not everything we do is clear to them, and we could do a better job. So the constant feedback loop with very friendly and accommodating customers is actually really helpful. So it's stressful, but actually a really rewarding way to do privacy.
Yeah, well, I feel like we can kind of make the mistakes so they don't make them in some ways, right? So what I love about the DPO confessional is we kind of lay out our thought process, and we're not afraid to say, first we tried this, that didn't work, then we tried this, that didn't work, we came down to this, and that's what you see, and that lets all of our members, they don't have to show their dirty laundry because we just did. They can learn from our mistakes, and they can make better decisions for themselves. It's amazing how many comments we get along those lines. Like, I was just thinking about this, thank you so much. That must feel pretty good.
Well, I would say that if I weren't so busy trying to do it right, I would write more, but so it is good. There's plenty to confess. Privacy is hard to nail. The laws itself are complicated, sometimes really confusing, like the California Consumer Protection Act. So knowing whether or not you've guessed what the regulator is thinking and have reflected that in your practices is virtually impossible. So it's, I think, hopefully a good thing that we can express the complexity honestly with our members and share, sort of be on the same side as them, because we also understand how hard the work is. But if there are nuggets of useful information, then that's a good thing.
I think that is a good thing. And I also think your job is most reflective of the most of our members, right? So I think the privacy teams that sort of get the most press are Facebook, Google, Microsoft. They have big, giant teams of privacy professionals. I remember looking at our database. Microsoft has like 500 members with us, or some huge number. But that's not most of our customers. Yeah. Most of our customers have like one person or a half a person or something like that. You're not even our full-time DPO, not even close. You're like a general counsel and a director of research, and you have like 17 jobs. I think that's most of our members. That must help you kind of think of new research projects and better ways to help them.
Yes,
right?
In fact, that's how it was pitched to me. That you should become our privacy officer. It will make you better at all your other jobs.
That's right.
I'm sure some of you have heard this before.
I bet that's a common pitch, yes.
Here's where it is easier for us than it might be for others. Because our mission is privacy and promoting the privacy profession, everyone at the IAPP knows and cares about it. So when you talk to the marketing team or the sales team or anyone else about how we collect personal information and what we do with it, and the fact that we need to be more transparent or maybe even modify our practices, they're open-minded, they're accepting.
Right.
They might grumble, but it's always with a smile, and then everybody pitches right in. So it would be harder to do at an organization that was maybe less appreciative of the role of privacy.
You're not swimming as upstream as
No, it's
some
actually
of our
part of our
members
mission
might
to
be.
interpret the laws strictly as possible and provide everyone with the highest level of privacy that we think the law requires, rather than try to do the opposite, which is to get away with as much as we can.
Right, and probably not very many other organizations have 100 CIPPs or whatever we have on staff.
Right on.
So, I think it's a super interesting thing in that the scrutiny is both, sort of a positive and a negative. And, I feel that obviously writing about privacy, I'm trying to sort of write about laws for, 40,000 or whatever lawyers that we have who are also doing their own interpretation. But it also makes me sort of take the job more seriously. I feel that pressure. So in some ways it's got to be a sort of positive thing in that, it's not hard to sort of get motivation for the day. You've got, you sort of know that if you mess it up, people will actually notice. Whereas, a lot of jobs you can kind of half-ass it and no one really cares.
Oh, I don't think of it that way. That's terrible. I will say the one thing that gives me a little stress is that if someone thinks that we have crossed a line, they tell us that it's so ironic.
It's so ironic. It's always ironic.
Did whatever. Usually it's an email they weren't expecting.
Right.
And so we, of course, provide them with all the opportunity to not get them anymore. But the fact that they weren't expecting it in the first place means you have to go back and figure out, well, how did this person come to receive an email from us, and how did it come that they didn't expect it? But I don't want to hear ironic.
Yeah, well, you're also such a nice person. That's what really helps. So I'm sure you, as DPOs, are also very nice on Data Privacy Day, and we thank you for being members and for helping us celebrate Data Privacy Day. And thank you, Rita, for doing all that you do for the IAPP and being such a model DPO.
I hope so.
Model
we
DPO.
should try. Thank you very much.
Did you get DPO tattooed anywhere?
Not yet. That's a great idea.
I think you should.
Yeah, all right, I'll work on that.
Check that last box. All right. Have a great Data Privacy Day, everybody. We'll see you.